All right, let's get to my first guest of the evening. He was one of the last people that I've interviewed on Triple Threat Wrestling Radio, and I managed to get him on this show too. He's a very talented wrestler, good dude, taking the time to chat with yours truly all the way from Colorado. Goes by the name of Phoenix Kid. He's with me right now. What's good?
Well, it's good, man, and I apologize for the delay. I just started a show, and we were trying to get the last minute things done, so you know how that goes.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you at a show now.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. As a wrestling fan, I can understand, a little delay, making sure everybody know what they doing behind the scenes.
Right,
So
right.
I get it. I was at a show yesterday and it was supposed to start at a certain time and it was 5, 10 minutes, which it happens, just
Right, right.
so it is what it is. So I'm glad to
Right.
have you.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad to have you on the show. As I pointed out, you was one of the last people I interviewed on Triple Threat Wrestling Radio before that show came to an end. So, just thank you for your support on that particular show. And thank you for being on here. It's more of a variety show, but I'm starting to interview wrestlers on here from time to time. So I had to get you on here.
I'm glad I got to get on, man. It's been a hot minute since I've gotten to talk with you, man, and it's a lot's changed now. Finally getting to do Paradigm and getting to go more on the East Coast and more in your direction. So it's cool to finally get on and kind of talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. Before we get into catch up to what you've been up to, obviously the big news in the wrestling world came from yesterday. Triple H has announced his retirement from the in-ring competition after dealing with some health issues, and it's very very scary moment that he had. Uh, Obviously, he's been around for 3 decades, terrorizing in WCW. Hunter Hearst Helmsley in Triple H, just seeing how his character has grown and evolved throughout the years. And I look at him as an in-ring general, just
Right.
how he performs in that square circle. Um, just as a fan, I'm a fan of his work. I'm happy that he's doing a lot better health wise than it was last
Right.
year. Because we heard WWE said he was going through a cardiac situation, but this is the first time that Triple H spoke about it himself, and it was very alarming on what he had to go through. Uh,
Right.
but but fortunately, he is feeling a lot better, and he's continuing his role as an executive. So your thoughts on Triple H and how would you remember him as an A-Wing performer?
For me, growing up watching Triple H all the way from the Hunter Hearst Helmsley days until now, it's like watching that evolution, no pun intended, of him and just being a character and really kind of seeing him learn on the job, so to speak, going from this low profile position to this high profile where he's an executive now. It's amazing to see, and it's really kind of inspiring once you look back on it. Like, man, this guy was like I said, he's a general and he knows everything he's doing, and it's amazing. And the guy you can really learn from just watching his stuff.
Yeah, and 14-time world champion, intercontinental champion, tag team champion. With he was there, pre-attitude era. Hunter Hearst. See, every time I say it, I gotta say it eloquently. Hunter Hearst
Right,
Helmsley. I gotta have a little,
right,
add a little, mystique to when I say that.
right, right.
But just yeah, man, just he was there before Attitude Era. He was there at Attitude Era with DX. He was there in the
Right.
ruthless aggression with Evolution, and he's here at this, you know, and what he's been able to do, make that transition from a in-ring performer to an executive. Obviously, the best thing he's done as an executive is reviving NXT and making it a household name.
Right.
Just and all the people that came from NXT to the main roster since his role. I guess he's not involved with NXT anymore per se, but he'll keep an eye on it. That's his baby, other than his three
Right.
kids.
Exactly.
So he'll keep a close eye on it for sure. So Triple H, man, respect to you. Congrats on a great career, and just wishing you the best of health moving forward. So respect to that man, indeed. Now on to you, sir. You said you was talking about just getting back on the road, doing shows here and there, and you was near close to me recently. You was at
Right. Right.
Jeffersonville, Indiana, I believe, for
Right. Yeah.
for PPW. I've heard a lot about that promotion. I did it. I know they done shows in in some cities in Indiana. I didn't
Right.
know they do shows in Jeffersonville, which is an hour away from me. I live here in Lexington, Kentucky. That's an hour drive, so it's not too bad. But just as you pointed out, man, just traveling and just performing while this pandemic is still ongoing. Like, how you feeling, man, these days with everything that's going
I'm
on and stuff?
Right. I'm feeling good. Luckily, like I said, I've been ducking and dodging the pandemic like I don't know, but it's cool to get to travel and get to do stuff. Like right now I'm in Texas right now at a show. I'll be back in Jeffersonville here in April 15th. And it's great to just be able to travel and do what I do.
Yeah, that's definitely encouraging. Because I heard so many stories from wrestlers on the road traveling, whether it's with a friend or a colleague or just driving on their own. So, that's the thing, man, with business. A lot of sacrifice comes into this craft, especially the traveling part. But it's a chance
Right.
to go to the different promotions, make a name for yourself, and just doing you. I've been watching your matches on the internets, and you definitely are an impressive in-ring performer yourself. Uh, Now, obviously, you've been known for being a masked wrestler per
Hmm.
se. Uh,
Right.
but I don't think we've ever seen many black masked wrestlers other than
Right.
yourself. So talk a little bit about that and just bringing awareness to black masked wrestlers out there.
Right. I can only think of me and maybe one other person, Mysterious Q. He's out of the Houston area, but outside of me and him, I can't think of too many that actually wrestle in the mask. I know there's a good bit that come out with masks and they'll take them off to wrestle, but I can't think of. Actually, there is another one in Kentucky area, but I cannot remember his name off the top of my head. He's gonna kill me. Sorry, brother. But it's like I said, it's still only a handful, maybe 4 or 5 tops. And it's just hard to find that. So it would be cool to get us all together at one point and just have a match just to see who's the masked man of the masked men.
Yeah, yeah. Just bringing awareness. One thing that people talk about is that representation matters. Now, it's good to see you know men and women of color getting these opportunities because
Right, right,
anybody that knows about wrestling is no different from anything else in life. People of our color, we had to fight, scratch, and claw to get the
right,
opportunities and so forth. And now, it's just a matter of keeping that momentum going. And the
right.
fans are gonna have to be a factor into this too. just being engaged with people on social media and in these shows and buying the merch and show these promoters that hey, we can draw shows, we can attract, we can
Right.
help fill the seats, help you get paid and everything. So it's just a matter of keeping it going. And I love to see. I'm happy to see you and Mysterious Q. Heck, I live in Kentucky, and I don't even know who the masked wrestler you referring to. So I may need to
Right.
talk to my wrestling friends and say, this dude. So,
Yeah,
uh,
I will shoot you over his name when I get off of here and I can have time to look at it. So probably
yeah,
tonight or tomorrow I can shoot you his name and then you can check him out.
yeah,
But yeah, man, it's like you said, it's just about trying to get an opportunity, trying to get out here and do what we can do to show that we belong just like everybody else.
yeah. Spread the word, and that's the only way. Like, yeah, if, wrestlers themselves can ask, but promoters they want to know who do you want to see. And
Exactly.
then you got to go on social media and let these people know, and go on from there. So, but props to props to you, props to Q, props to everybody that's continuing putting in that work and just showing people that hey, we can do it, we can pull this off. You know what I mean? So yeah, one of these days, man. Now that I know that you do shows in Jeffersonville, we definitely gonna have to cross paths now.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, April 15th. I've already got plans that night, but maybe in the summertime, later this
Right,
year,
right.
the next time you come to that particular area, we definitely will cross paths.
Oh
So
yeah, and I
yeah,
will definitely let you know ahead of time. That way
yeah,
we can make something happen.
yeah, for sure, for sure. So you know, you talked about April 15th. You had a show currently in Texas. Let the people know, man. What else shows you got coming up that people need to know?
Right now, everything else is kind of stuff that hasn't been announced yet, so I can't say anything yet. But mainly just follow the social medias, mostly my Facebook, under the name Phoenix Kid, and that's where all my updates will be given whenever I'm authorized to give them out. Again, that's Phoenix Kid with two D's, so just check that out. And mainly just support, check out the merch on deathmatchworldwide.com. I have a couple of shirts that I just released this month, and make sure you pick one of those up and show some love.
Yeah, so death matches. That's definitely something else I wanted to chat with you about. That's something that you've been known for as well. Obviously, people have their preference as far as the
Right,
style of wrestling or type of matches. Um, Death matches, you go in there, you gotta go in there fearless, or at least come across as fearless, knowing
right.
the pain you about to go through. And I'm not just talking steel chairs or having your face run through barricades and whatnot. There's thumbtacks involved. There's barbed wire involved. Like, how do you mentally prepare yourself going through that type of match? Like, what? How do you do? How do you? What's the preparation like for you just preparing to go through a match like that?
There's honestly there's no preparation because that's not something your body's supposed to do.
Yeah.
It's just getting ready like any other match and just knowing there's an extra element involved in there and you have to deal with it. When you sign the contract or the paperwork to do these matches, you know what you're getting into. So you have to mentally prepare before that, before you even step in the ring or don't sign up for it.
That's fair. That's definitely the most important thing. Like, regardless of the match, once you sign that dotted line, it is what it is. So,
Exactly.
that's how it is. That's how it's gonna be. Um, but Phoenix Kid, man, great having you on the show. Glad I could have you on while you are currently at a show. you're probably getting that word that, yo, your match about to come up next. So I'm going to let you go.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you.
So thank you, man, for being on the show tonight. Continued success, and check him out on social media. You on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all under Fitness Kid, and that's with two D's,
Yep.
KIDD. So continued success, man. We'll cross paths eventually, and thank you for being on the show this evening.
Anytime, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You have a good night.
Thanks, you too.
All right, bye bye.